Alright, what's up? I'm just back in another video, and today we're going to be doing some T0 content using the Ninja Engi farm on Mountain Pass, Dread Balloon Cave. So yes, if you need to check, we're not very good at T0, but we're sometimes practicing, and we've done a bit of practicing recently. So yeah, if you do a lot of T0, let me know how you think I did in the comments below. But yes, anyways, right, into the gameplay. You'll see we've used a lot of money on farmers. I'm sure the broke players watching this are going to be a bit confused as to why I've spent about 3k on farmers. Basically, so we want to anti-stall the round as much as possible with engineer, and so by getting all our sentries at the top, by controlling the areas they can't go using farmers, which doesn't cost us anything in the game, and we have millions of medallions, it doesn't really matter at all. Basically means we have more sentries at the top, and we can stop them from being randomly thrown to the side. And so we can make the rounds go faster, giving our opponents less money, and that is typically a good thing for us, using this strategy. Anyways, yeah, so basically just anti-stalling and farming is what we're doing at the moment. Sending leads, force lead detection. We're going to put this, I've got 2 mines which traps what to use on this map. This one's got a really good anti-stall, keeps the rounds going by really fast. Whereas the one nearer to where my rightmost farm is, that one's a bit easier. Like if they force leads through, then you gotta do stuff straight away. To the rush that's on the screen with like ninjas and farm cells. But then obviously the round don't go by as quick. Probably the further right one's better, but oh well, we use this one today. Well, there's probably situations for both actually, but yeah, so yeah, we're going for BIA, around 15 or 16 BIA depending on what's good. He greeds for that, but we're not going to punish. He didn't greed for it too much. He had 3 Dartling Gunners down. If he had any less, then I might have done something. That's just trap flag, that didn't go through. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is a replay. There might be quite a bit of lag on the screens because yeah, I can't record every game. iPad does not have the storage for that kind of thing. Now we move. I think those leads are glitched as well. Sometimes we might let one lead go, but yeah, multiple I'll typically do something for. Anyways, yes, we've got to be out for a while. He's got way more eco from having it down longer. He's going to send us into BFB, so this is how I like to defend BFB. Now we got multiple boosts left. So round 20, we're basically just going to not do anything until round 21. And we need to cash out the BIA to defend. We cash out now, round 21, we Sabo, 2 Jitsus, and boost. And yeah, it's not a bad defense for it. You can then yeah, start farming again. Sell some of the defense, go for a factory round 22 since the round is so short, and send in the ZOMG because he does not have, he had to boost for, I didn't want to looking at his side for the BFB defense, but he had to boost and then he sold defense, so I could have sent in another BFB, but the ZOMG reinforced loads of defense and slowed him down quite a bit. Then we can start to farm again. Yeah, I lost all the BIA's eco, but it's fine. We got all his farms sold, so that's always worth. All his farms sold to buy all this defense, which he didn't have to sell for a loss. And it's time of him not getting his bananas from the factory. So yeah, overall that rush is worth, I think. Well, I felt it was. My bad. Alright, he's going to send us into ZMG now with lowish farms, so he doesn't know this is going to do a lot to us since we only have a ninja and a Savo down. So yeah, so we got 2 factories. We know we're going to have to sell one of them to defend this, but we want to wait as long as possible to get as much money out of it. Because yeah, we just need a load of Jitsus at the end and a boost if we want to get as much out of that factory as possible. So we just keep waiting, getting a bunch of money from it. He's going to start to take a farm lead, but he's got no farm, he's got no defense down, so yeah, then we're going to boost with like 5 Jitsus or something. and that means we can keep the other factory and don't have too much to sell. Or 6, so that's fine. We've probably got the last one done a little bit later. And then yeah, start to catch up in farms. Got a little bit more eco, he's got a little bit more farms. And we've got a little bit more defense down. But we have stall as the main thing, which is gonna help us in this scenario. So yeah, now we're just kind of finding the rounds as they come, just getting farm on, just basic stuff. We've got a second trap at some point, I forgot when. I don't know when the best time is, but probably should be a little bit earlier, I guess. But yeah, I don't know the optimal time for that, but it just feels like you can. Well, I think probably when you can start getting a fair bit of money from the AI, getting 600 every like few seconds from the AIs, better than your Jitsu's popping it. This is in around 31 ZMG, which is a bit strange. We're going to boost 2 round 32, so round 32 to ZMG is a little bit stronger. And we're going to boost 2 of these in. I don't know, I'm not slowing it down. No replay, but you know, we move. He's going to have to sell all, because he's not having much defense down, to stay with us in farms. He has to sell all of this, all those farms, or most of them. He sells the last one as well. And boosts, which is his last boost, which means we're now both out of boosts. Got to remember from the grinding guy video, not the grinding guy video, I forgot what the video was called, but the boost doesn't do much for the Ray of Doom, which is one of his main defenses. It's time to pop them down. We can pop the CMG quite easily. It's on one of our farms, but he does indeed die to this. But I think even if he defended, we're in a really good spot. He has so much money in defense, which he can't sell, because we can just rush him again with the same rush. And we have 3 factories. Might have to sell 1 more to defend the ZMG. But yeah, pretty much had that game in the bag. Alright, next one we got Darling Ice this time. It's our 2 games. Exact same start. Spamming the engineer. The engineer spamming the farmers. All over the place. And then start to farm. This time with ice we're going to send in some pinks. We're just going to constantly send these as well. This is going to slow them down quite a bit. It's not really going to do too much to our farms, like a little slower, but we still got the plantation for the start of round 5, so that's pretty good. So he's double icing, but he doesn't really know how to double ice, which is quite helpful, because if you're double icing you want the 2-1 ice and either a 1-0-0-0 ice and no other defense. If you're going for a double ice approach, you don't want to have 2 2-2s, 2-2-1s, or 2 zeros with a Dartling, and that's way too much defense. It's slowing his farms down a fair bit, I think. He's going to boost this in, so we're just going to boost it back. Yeah, just to make it we could greed. And now we're kind of getting ready for if he does yellows again to get up our sprockets, and then a 9-inch nails a bit further down the track. He doesn't re-rush yellows though, so now we're just going to go for our foam. And I think I totally miscalculated on the trap. Now we got the trap. Now I can sell all those farmers because we don't need the sentries placed anymore. I guess we could potentially have sold the sentry, because we don't want the sentries to pop the balloons. We want them to go into the trap to get us money. They could put a load of farmers at the top to put the sentries lower down, but yeah, I decided not to. He's farming decently as well, because he doesn't have much camo defense. Our defense is a little bit stronger, a little bit easier in this kind of position. Yeah, we're getting ready to BIA. He's hitting in reds for some reason. I've literally no idea. Of course, we didn't even notice he was sending reds at the time. We BIA on a 1-0 farm. He's looked to do it on a 2 on a plantation, which meant he did it a round later and gets 80 less eco. It'll generate money a little bit faster. It also means he's really poor now defense-wise, so Moab is going to force boost and slow his farming down a bit. There's the boost. Alright, so ice is where the lag gets really bad. So I think it popped just before it got out of this like ice's range. And once it's in the ice's range, the ices on boost just keep freezing everything. Except for like the whites and the zebras, which got away. But you can't really see that. This is where the lag is really bad. So Darling's kind of laggy and the ice is super laggy. Or screen laggy. So this, he died on this MI replay as well. This is in the engi as well, exact same defend as last time. Cash out round 21. Tower boost. A Sabo. I don't even know if we need the Sabo, but oh well, we do it. He defended this. Actually, I don't know how close it was in the end, but yeah, he didn't die. Yeah, the ice shards with lag and the dartling lag, it's just crazy. It's a madhouse. Anyway, so he goes for this Isis at the back, which he doesn't really need unless he's only going to rush. Kind of slowing his farms down. His farms aren't too good. We got a factory with our BI still up. He has a Republic with not much in hand, and we have enough to send to CMD in hand as well. He's darling spamming though. We boost in this CMG. It's going to force a bunch of defense. I don't know why I didn't ice storm immediately. There we go. Right on cue. I was going to start like spare. I don't know why he doesn't really need more of the lead on the darling. The depleted bloon Tony was. I forgot. Anyways, I stalled again even though I didn't do anything yet. Or maybe, no, I'm probably lag again. Now he boosts and now he's starting to shred all of this. So he takes the rush out, but he's been really slow. Like look how slow his farms are. He's only just got on the first Republic, first factory. We got 3. About to get our 4th. Yeah, he's got a little bit more eco, but 400 eco does not equate for 3 factories. So yeah, this position is super good. Even though his strategy goes later, we've really slowed him down loads with our 2 fact lead. Yeah, he's not sending us in anything, so we're gonna put our farm there a bit cleaner, so we sell our other farmer. We got our second trap down. Again, I forgot when I put it down or when the good time is to put it down, but oh well, he's there, he's vibing. We got another ZOG in. I guess he sold that ice defense, and he decides he does not wanna mess with this, so he decides to send us like 50 BFBs. So basically, slow it down nice. All we need to do is Jitsu spam and keep saboing. And I'm like, I don't know if this will defend, but I'm like fairly confident it will. He quite smartly puts in some camo leads, which is good because the foam's getting blocked off by the BFBs, and I don't actually have any. I don't have a flash bomb at the top. Yeah, I got one a bit later on, slightly higher up, but yeah, which is making us take these BFBs down quite slowly. But yeah, in the end, he was not able to send enough. We anti-stalled hard enough, controlled his finances early in the game. Well, the layering of round 31 AI OP. Anyways, yes, he dies, and we win that game. Anyway, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Hope you enjoyed some T0 content, some Ninja Engi. Let me know what you think of it in the comments section. And yeah, another beam, another day. Have a nice day. See ya.